Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Closing Bell here at MarketStream.live. My name is Joe Cusick from the Cusick Group, where securities are offered by MoneyBlock. Well, taking a look at the stock market today, it was a mixed affair. We did see that at the end, the market was relatively flat. You had the NASDAQ composite down about 0.4%, and then you had the S&P 500 unchanged. The Dow Jones Industrial Average did eke out a positive gain of roughly around 0.1%, but we still see the strength in this market in the Russell 2000 small caps as well as the mid caps, the Midi 400. Rose about 1.3% and 1.6% respectively. So you're starting to see that those more domestically centric sectors and securities are starting to garner some interest with all of the talk about what is going to be the Trump fiscal plan. Today's trading volume was above average. Today's average on the New York Stock Exchange is typically around 961 million shares. Today, 1.16 billion shares traded. So it was definitely an active day, and you're seeing that participation and rotation is in play. Pharmaceutical names underperformed in the healthcare space. Specifically, when you look at that space, it's down about 0.3%. And you saw that Dow component Pfizer, ticker symbol PFE, down about 21 cents or down about 0.6%. You're seeing these large cap pharma names that have some drugs that may come under scrutiny. There is still some talk about some price ceilings that are potentially being discussed not only here in the United States but around the world as far as addressing the drug costs that have been brought to light over the last couple months, primarily what was sparked or catalyzed by Mylan and then by the Clinton campaign. So we're going to see how that goes, but not all pharma names are under a little bit of pricing pressure. Biotechs are on fire. If you look at IBB, which is the ETF that tracks biotechs and biotechnology names, it was up another $5 or 1.8%. So there is definitely some move to room in this space, and you just have to start looking at the slivers that are moving. And specialty biotech names, they're definitely in play versus the large cap drug names like the Pfizers of the universe under some pressure. So we're going to watch that very closely. The strength in the dollar also has been quite impressive. Right now you see the dollar index over a buck. I mean, it's over one, and you're seeing that it's putting pressure on the euro, the pound sterling, as well as the yen. We've talked about this in the overnight action. We'll talk about it again tomorrow. We want to keep an eye on that. That's going to mean that exporters and so forth are going to be looking to move. They're going to want to get product over here to the United States, and they're going to want to get it over fast, especially as we start to see how the Trump policies as far as trade are going to be fleshing out. So we're going to watch this very closely, not only the currencies, but we're also going to watch exporters from across the globe, seeing how they're reacting to these currency fluctuations. And you can keep an eye on it when we talk about it in the overnight action at 8:30 Eastern time every morning. Also, we're going to watch very closely tomorrow's retail sales. The reason why is we're getting on the tail end of the earnings season, and we have a bunch of retailers that are going to be reporting. The retail sales number is due out tomorrow morning right around 8:30 Eastern time, I believe. You can check that. The October number should be pretty well scrutinized. There is still been some great follow through to the upside post the election by retailers. And right now, the implications of whatever the personal and corporate tax policies of Trump are going to either be a further catalyst, or it could maybe, let's say, fizzle out a little bit the current enthusiasm. But retailers that are on the docket to report tomorrow morning before the open, we talked about Beazer Homes, BZH. We actually discussed that in Tech Talk today at 3:30 Eastern, so go back and check out the archives. They're expecting a pretty decent move in there. We also have Dick's. We talked about Dick's, Home Depot, as well as TJ Maxx last week in Tech Talk on Thursday and Friday. Check those names out. on Friday. We did talk about those. We also have JD.com, which is the largest, it's a huge, large online retailer. We'll watch that one. It's like a wholesale retailer. We'll watch that one very closely into the open tomorrow. We'll report on that on the opening bell and strategy now at 9:30 Eastern time. So the markets continue to move to the outside. You still see the rotation out of the bonds and into other sectors in the market, preparing for what is going to be definitely a much-watched Trump policy. What's the fiscal stance? How are we going to get this thing going kind of view? And we're going to keep an eye on it here at MarketStream.live. Till then, have a great evening. And as always, if you have any questions, considerations, email us at info@MarketStream.live. That's info@MarketStream.live. Till then, I will see you tomorrow morning at 8:30 Eastern time for overnight action. We'll also have the opening bell at 9:30 Eastern time, where we'll see what's hot now. And then we'll follow that up at noon or 1:30 Eastern time with strategy now, and then tech talk, and then the closing bell. So till then, watch all our videos, give us some feedback, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great night.